Welcome to Western Wisconsin Journal. This is the art segment, and I'm Bobby Pominville, and I have invited one of my favorite people here today, Shannon O'Brien. She was on the show before, and I had interviewed her about her college degree and being in the dramatic arts and her love of dance. And today, she is the Princess of the East Wind. Yeah. Welcome, Shannon.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I was so happy for you to win that wonderful award and become a princess again.
You know, thank you so much. It was such an honor to be crowned East Wind Princess.
Oh, I'm just
Dream
delighted.
Come true.
Delighted. And of course, you have had experience.
Yes, I have. A former Pepperfest princess in 2002.
Right. And of course, I was following you for a long time because, well, the O'Brien family and I go back a long ways.
Right.
And I've seen you at a lot of events. And first, I want you to tell me about how you won that crown and what kind of an experience was that?
It was an awesome experience, and how I got involved with Winter Carnival itself was through the North Hudson Pepperfest. That's
True.
When I developed a relationship with the carnival, and that's kind of when it evolved into a dream of mine to one day run. Yeah. And so probably in August, I filled out the application, I got a sponsor, and went through the 3-month candidacy, where we do all sorts of events. We did Feed My Starving Children. We visited the Capitol, and we did Winter Carnival events. And then, of course, we had a few judge interviews, and then our big coronation, which was January 25th, where we were all selected. So it was definitely a whirlwind experience, and I'm so happy I had the chance to do it.
Well, and I remember seeing the article in the paper and then waiting to hear whether or not you had won, and then all of a sudden there's pictures and there you were, and I was just so delighted for you.
Well, thank you.
And I didn't know that it took 3 months.
Yes, it's a very intense candidacy program, and I enjoyed it because we do a lot of fun events. It kind of prepares you for what you might expect if you do win. And we did a lot of community work and volunteering, so it was something fun and positive to do.
And I've always thought so highly of people that do that kind of work.
I know.
And I think it's so neat that they make that an important part of it.
It's very important. Not only are we spreading the goodness of the city of St. Paul and the Winter Carnival legend, but we're reaching out to people, you know, brightening up their days and getting dirty, helping out wherever we can.
Yes. And you understand you've been traveling a little?
Yes, yes. We just got back from the Hernando de Soto Festival in Bradenton, Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was so fun.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was just an amazing time. And their festival down there, their hosts were so kind and generous to all of us, Winter Carnival. And they're really excited because they traveled up to our Winter Carnival for our celebration. And that was a lot of their first time of ever seeing snow. So to get these,
imagine.
Yeah, they were excited to have to pull out winter jackets and
so
bundle up.
Is it endless parades now?
Yeah, we're approaching our parade season, so come June. Actually, last weekend was our first quote-unquote official local parade for the Cinco de Mayo festival in St. Paul.
Yes.
But come the summer months, we are going to be very busy traveling all over Wisconsin and Minnesota, and then down to Chicago in November. And we've been to Macon, Georgia, and we traveled up to Winnipeg.
Yes, I had heard about that.
So that was
fun. It's
just been an awesome experience.
Now, can you tell us, are you going to be in Hudson or North Hudson?
Yes.
You are going to be in both?
We are for sure going to be here for the North Hudson Pepperfest.
Yes.
That's the 3rd week of August.
Yes,
And I'm still waiting to hear if we're going to be attending Booster Days, but I have a good feeling we will.
Okay, because I know people are going to want to come and attend those, and you know we're
cheer us on.
We're parade nuts in my family, so we always come. But we also want to really enjoy seeing you.
Well, thank you.
Now, when you were running, I think you had to share some things with them. And I read about your horrific accident and how you had a goal.
Yes.
And could you tell us about that? What happened to you and
Absolutely.
what your goal was when you were running for Princess?
Yes. January 20th, 2012, I was on my way to a doctor's appointment. It was a snowy, just bad Minnesota, Wisconsin type of day, and I was T-boned by a semi-truck. So I had suffered significant injuries and spent a lot of time in the hospital recovering and doing physical therapy and basically rehabilitating my my body and my mind and learning how to count and read and remember. So I spent a lot of work trying to get myself back on my feet. But it was shortly after my accident happened when I kind of woke up in the hospital and realized what was going on that I told a group of my nurses that to mark my words, because the following January I was going to run for Winter Carnival.
Really?
Yeah, I just felt like I needed something to focus on and motivate me and have something positive and fun to look forward to.
Oh,
I think at the
how
time,
perfect.
Yeah, at the time they were kind of just nodding and saying, oh yeah.
Sure.
And, you know, to be able to look back and see that I followed through and was able to do it, it just makes me so happy.
What a wonderful goal.
It was a good, fun goal to have.
Oh.
I worked very hard.
And that really motivated you, all that physical therapy, and like you said, you had to learn to walk again?
Yes. There were definitely a lot of tears, but having something that you really wanted to do, and for me that was something I wanted to do, it just kind of made me have my eye on the prize and all the pain and suffering was going towards a better goal. And
I didn't know it was tied that closely. I knew that you had said some things I had read in the paper that your goal was to walk again and blah, blah. But I didn't know that you had actually the goal of becoming a princess.
Yes. It's always been a dream of mine. I mean, my parents have been taking me to Winter Carnival since I've been a kid.
Oh.
And when I was involved with Pepperfest, that's when I said, I'm going to do this one day. And as bad as the accident was, it kind of opened up the door for me to even have a chance to have the time to run for Winter Carnival.
That's true.
So
that's true, and you had more time, but to think that you achieved that goal, that's so commendable.
Well, thank you.
It's just so wonderful for you.
And now that I'm selected as the East Wind Princess, I really want to go out and share my story with others and show them that, you know, you can have adversities and still overcome them and do the things that you really want to do in life. And life hands you lemons, you bedazzle them.
Oh, that's a great comment. And I can imagine you can really identify with some of these patients.
Oh, absolutely.
In the hospitals and various things that these children have to go through. That's so tragic.
I know. We've made several appearances to retirement homes and the Children's Hospital. We actually met a young boy named Zach who just loves the Winter Carnival, and he's been suffering with cancer. So I really spent some one-on-one time with him talking about our stories, and I just felt like I had this deeper connection with him because I know what it's like to be in the hospital, and you look forward to visitors coming and cheering you up, so I could really relate to him.
Well, and during that time, your parents have been a wonderful support.
Oh, absolutely.
Your sister and her husband and your family. And that is a huge family.
I know.
The O'Briens, and not to speak of but I have to speak about your grandma.
I know.
Because she is so phenomenal.
I know, she's the kindest woman.
So active and so wonderful, and it's just amazing how she raised that huge family, and now it's grown like this.
I know. There's quite a crew of us, and going through a tragedy, you really realize the importance of your friends and your family. And without my family and my extended family, I couldn't have come as far as I have without their support.
Right. That's definitely true, and you have been blessed with that.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Now, I know your friends and your family are planning a big event.
Yes, they are.
And it happens to be going on May
11th.
And that's tomorrow. I don't know why, but it's hard for me to think that way. But anyway, just tell me about that. What's going to happen at the Village Inn?
We are having, my family and friends have put together a benefit. We're trying to raise money for my medical bills, my ongoing treatment,
yes, heavens.
and some of my living expenses. As anyone may know, any time in the hospital can be very expensive and stressful. Yes. So we all rallied together, and Lee Halverson, who owns the Village Inn, such a wonderful man and a great guy.
Very nice man.
I mean, that man can bring me to tears on any day because of his kindness, but he has allowed us to have a benefit at the Village Inn.
Yes.
So there's going to be music and games and
yes,
prizes and silent auction. It's just going to be a great time.
Oh, and I heard there's a pig roast.
Yes.
Did I hear right?
You did hear right.
There is a pig roast, and I think it's going to be a wonderful event.
I think so too.
And I do know the O'Briens are performing.
Yes, the
for an hour
O'Briens
and a
are
half.
performing.
And can you name any of the other music groups?
Yes, we're going to have the Thundermans.
Oh.
They're going to be closing out the evening.
Okay.
And we're also going to be having a couple hours of karaoke.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I read that, but I had forgotten. All right.
And so obviously the O'Briens, they will be performing.
Yes, and I think we're first.
Yes.
Yes. And
we'll be opening the festivities.
And in case you don't know, her dad is a wonderful singer. I just want to point that out. He has such a lovely tenor voice. And I have worked with the O'Briens now for so many years.
So
and
many.
I just feel like I'm part of the family.
You really are.
I really almost feel like they're my brothers. Although sometimes I treat them like my children.
That's okay.
Because I have to remind them of things and that. But
keep them in line.
Yeah. But anyway, that's, such a wonderful day it's going to be, and I'm looking forward to it so much.
I'm really looking forward to it.
And I think, is there going to be any outdoor things, or it's going to be kind of cold, so I'm worried.
I'm hoping for good weather.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a car show.
Oh, yes.
The Vulcans are going to be coming with a fire truck.
Oh.
And possibly giving fire truck rides.
Oh,
and
my.
There's going to be kids' games outside.
Oh, right. That's right.
There's going to be a few things outside. So.
Yeah. And your dad's involved with the antique cars.
Yes, the old
fact,
cars.
Not
Some of my
just your
uncles
dad. There's a lot of that in the family.
Oh, absolutely. They're in the Triumph Club.
The Triumph Club, that's what it is. And of course, very soon now I'll be seeing them driving those Triumphs.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
the weather's shaping
the convertible tops. You know, I know they'll be driving without the tops. And that's a big deal too. And your dad's got your dad and mother have got a large group of friends from that club.
Yes, the Triumph Club and the 3M Car Club are planning on being there. So there's a bunch of them that are coming in support of me and also, to show off their beautiful cars.
Yes, and it's really fun because people around here love that.
I know, it's fantastic.
I mean, that is a big draw.
I know.
So I think that's going to bring in a lot of people. And I know how much they've supported us in other events too.
Oh, absolutely.
And they come to our concerts.
Mm-hmm.
So
they
it's
just love
really neat to have that. And I just think I'm going to give you a chance. I know it's going to be kind of emotional, and I'm even getting teary. But I'm going to give you a chance to thank people.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
I would love to do that.
Okay.
Because so many people have truly come to my aid, and there are no words to express my personal gratitude, my family's gratitude for all of these people in our community. I mean, almost, I want to say, every business in Hudson has donated something. Yes. And it's just touched my heart, and it's people like them in our community that really make us a strong city.
Yes.
And I just want to thank all of the volunteers, my friends, my family, the businesses, the St. Paul Winter Carnival, the Vulcans.
Yeah.
They're all coming together, and they're really making a difference in my life. And I can't thank them enough. I can only promise to try to pay it forward in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, that's such a nice statement for you to make. And I did see on the email the other day your mother had written up a nice thank you too.
Yes.
So that came to me, and
there's so many people I would love to personally thank. I mean, but there's hundreds, and I've just been blown away. I mean, I've been getting calls and emails, just so many people reaching out to me, offering any sort of help, and it's just so touching because the last year and a half of my life have been so difficult, and to see that I just have such a huge community of people behind me, supporting me and telling me it's going to be okay and they're going to do whatever it takes to get me through it. I mean, it's just
wonderful.
Touches me.
It is. It's just wonderful how this community can come together and do that.
I know. It's amazing. And I'm so thankful and grateful. I just can't thank everyone enough.
And that goes out a very heartfelt thank you. And I'm happy that I'm able to, be a little part of that, give you a chance to do it. Now, I was just curious, thinking ahead.
Yes.
What do you think your goals will be for the future?
Well, after having my life flash before my eyes,
wow.
It's really kicked me into gear with wanting to do so many different things. I'm going to continue being involved and active with the Winter Carnival.
Wonderful.
I'm going to try to get re-involved with the North Hudson Pepper Fest.
Oh, good.
I'm planning on hopefully going to law school and following in my grandpa's footsteps.
Oh, that's
to work
wonderful.
Towards being an attorney. And I really realized, even though I'm 28, that it's never too late in life to go out and do something that you really want to do. And so now is the time, and I'm just going to keep plugging ahead and just do it.
Oh, what a wonderful goal.
Yeah.
I don't think I know of anyone in your family that's had the goal of becoming a lawyer.
No, I don't think so.
So that is really commendable, and I just hope that all works out for you, and what a wonderful thing for you.
I know, it's going to be a fun little
And it's going to be difficult, but like I'm seeing, you set your goals very high.
I try
You've
to.
had a lot of luck achieving. So I would love to see you do well with that.
Yeah, after being in the accident, I just feel like there's nothing I can't do anymore.
No, because you've come through the worst.
You know.
And I know when I have my surgeries on my joints, that physical therapy is so important.
Oh, absolutely.
I would never be as mobile as I am today if I hadn't really taken that seriously.
I know.
I have to.
And less than 12 hours after my first initial surgery on my leg, they wanted me to get up and start moving. And at that point, it's like, are you nuts? Yeah. But I really realized how important it is.
It is.
As hard as it is. And
yes. And there's a lot of pain you go through. And I can't imagine the pain that you had to endure to come out of this.
There was a lot of pain and tears, but there was also a lot of laughing, and I had a lot of cheerleaders.
Great.
And so I really realized the importance of getting up, getting active again, and keep it moving.
Good for you. I just am so happy for you and so impressed. And I do think your story is going to touch a lot of people.
I hope so.
So you've got a good vehicle now to tell that story and to help others, to understand and support them. And I just wish you the best, Shannon.
Thank you so much, Bobby.
I mean, we'll always keep in touch.
Absolutely.
And I hope you enjoyed the show today. I wanted to do this interview with Shannon because I admire her so much. And I think there's a good message here for everyone. And I'm so proud of her recovery and now being the princess. And I just wish the best for you in the future, Shannon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me here today. I appreciate it.
And I hope you enjoyed the show today.